Hi, boys and girls. Today we're continuing on with adding and subtracting within word problems to the number 20. So we're on page 387, or about halfway through today. And this is great practice for you because these are all word problems that you will need to first circle the numbers, second, put a box around the word clues, and then third, determine, am I adding or subtracting within this problem? You are then able to use all the different strategies, the tools that are in your toolbox in order to solve these word problems. So if I do it differently than you would do it, that's okay. Do it how it works for you. So page 387 says Jody puts some lemons in a basket. We know the line is some. Matt puts 6 more. More is a plus. Now there are 14. How many did Jody have in the basket to start? One of the things you could do is you could flip this into 6 plus blank equals 14. You could, that's the other addition problem in the fact family. Another thing you could do is 14 minus 6 equals blank. 14 minus blank equals 6. So those are all the different ways you can flip this equation where it still works within the fact family. So what you could do is you could draw 14, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Remember, I draw mine in rows of 5 because it's like an invisible tens frame right here. When I have 2 rows, that tells me that's a tens frame. Now I'm gonna put, oh, I forgot, this is a try it. So if you guys wanted to try this, and then pause it and play it to see how I would do it, go right ahead. So do that now because I'm about to solve this. Now I'm going to put a box around 6 of them. And that is how many he put in. So Jody had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. So then I know 6 plus 8 is 14. 14 minus 6 is 8. 14 minus 8 is 6. Okay, addition and subtraction are opposites. If you will notice, a friendly reminder, our addition equations end with the biggest number because we're starting with these two smaller numbers. You're getting more, you're going to end with the biggest number at the end. Subtraction starts with the biggest number because you're breaking it down, you're taking away, you're giving, you're losing. All right, another strategy you could use is the number line. So I'm going to start out at 6 and I'm going to stop at 14. And here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 8. Make sure you label your chunks. So either way you can see I had 6, I added 8, I had 14, I took away 6. But regardless, I know 8 plus 6 is 14. I know she started with 8 in her basket. If you cannot jump one number at a time, if you're doing this still, the number line may not be the best option for you, but I do want you to keep practicing it because this is something you will see, as I always say, forever. Okay, so make sure that you're doing one jump per line. Now the next page is model it, and it just talks about what the book would do to solve this equation, to solve this problem. What they did, they said, what number added to 6 equals 14? So they switched it from blank plus 6 equals 14 to 6 plus blank equals 14. Then they filled in 6 dots in your tens frame, and then they counted on until they got to 14. So they did addition, counting on. So they know Jody puts 8 lemons in the basket. If you turn the page 389 talks about in problem number 1, it says, what is your way similar to model it and how is it different? Well, we can just talk about that. My way, if you did it my way with the 14, it was the same because I used like a tens frame, but I subtracted, I didn't add. They started with 6, I started with 14. So both of mine, I got the right answer. I just went about it a different way. Number 2 wants to know why using a tens frame can help you. It's because it uses 10 and 10 is friendly. So we know 10 plus 10 is 20. We know 10 plus 2 is 12. 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10, 10 times is 100. We know these things because 10 is friendly. So if you can use the tens frame to help you automatically see, then it makes it easier for you, right? We're all about friendly, easy, fast shortcuts, okay? All right, number 3, some ants are at a picnic. So we know that that's a line. Some ants are at a picnic. 8 more ants join them. More means I'm adding 8. Now there are 15. All right, and the book gives you tens frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, and I'm going to fill in 8s. I know I need to have 2 gone because 10 minus 2 is 8. Now I'm going to count on until I get to 15. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I have 10 and 5, which equals 15. Now I know I need to count 5. I'm gonna start here with the biggest number first because I have more circles down here than I do up here, and that means I have less work to do here. I already know this is 5 because I wrote it there. So 5, no need to count them all one at a time, remember? 5, 6, 7. So now I know 7 plus 8 equals 15. There were 7 ants already at the picnic. Number 4, on page 390, it says Janice has 12 blocks. She gives some to Pat. So this is how I would write this, okay? I would say Janice has 12 blocks. She gives some, so 12 gives some. Gives means we're subtracting, right? Now she has 7 blocks. Now she has 7. So she has 12. She gives some. Now she has 7. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to draw a double tens frame. That means I'm drawing 2 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to draw 12 dots. All 12, okay? 10 and 2 makes 12. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out 7 of those. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I'm going to count how many I have left. I just knocked off this whole row because I know one whole row in a tens frame is 5. 2 more, 6, 7. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 12 minus 5 is 7. She had 5 blocks. Number 5 down below says Mr. Peters has 2 fewer desks than Mr. Don's. So 2 is the number you would circle. Fewer, you'd put a box around it. And Mr. Don's has 11 desks. So you'd circle 11. How many desks does Mr. Peter have? So fewer tells me I'm going to be subtracting, but I can't do 2 minus 11 because I know subtraction starts with the biggest number. So I'm going to start with 11 minus 2, and that'll give me my equation. That'll give, or my answer, the difference, how many fewer. So this is, if you remember where we could draw out 11 and then we could draw 2, that might take some time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say 2 plus blank equals 11. That would be flipping it into an addition equation that I could do. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Start at 2, end at 11. Here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 2 plus 9 equals 11. Therefore, 11 minus 2 must also equal 9. I could do it the subtraction way if I wanted to. So I'll show you what that looks like. That would mean starting at 11 and jumping back this way 2 spaces. Can you see that? So it starts at 11 and I'm going to jump back 2 spaces. 1, 2. So I write minus 2 there. Where did I land? 9. So both ways, this one is 2 plus 9 equals 11. This one is 11 minus 2 equals 9. Whichever way works for you. All right, but that is what needs to go down at the bottom of your paper is 11 minus 2 equals 9. They want to know, your teacher wants to know that you know what they're asking for in all of these icky words, okay? Turn the page, we're now on the practice pages. So it says practice solving word problems 220. And it has an example and it gives you a number bond. So we're gonna jump down. We're gonna solve problems 1. Remember this means 1 through 4, not 1 minus 4. Problem number 1, 5 children dance on a stage. 5 children dance on a stage. 9 more children join them. How many children are dancing now? So what they did is they flipped it to 9 plus 5 because we're going to start with the biggest number first. It has less work to do in the long run. Oops, that's going to be a little bit off, isn't it? So I'm going to start with 9. I'm going to leave all filled except for 1 because I know that 10 minus 1 is 9. And now I'm going to add 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 10 and 4, which equals 14. So I know 5 plus 9 is 14 and 9 plus 5 is 14. Pretty cool. There were 14 children. Number 2. 7 friends do karate. 16 friends play piano. How many fewer friends do karate? So you're going to do 16 minus 7 because subtraction always starts with the biggest number. Good. All right, so they give you a number line and it starts at 5. See if I have enough room. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to jump back. I'm going to erase this so you can see 16 minus blank equals 10. 10 minus blank equals, okay, so I'm going to do 16 minus 6 will get me to 10. So I'm going to take 6 jump stocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make my pit stop at 10. I have 6. But I'm not jumping back 6, I'm jumping back 7. So I need to jump back minus 1. And I land on 9. So now I know, oh my gosh, what was I doing there? What? Oh, isn't this 16 minus 7? Yeah, okay. Okay, sorry, the book did it a little bit differently than I did it. I jumped back 7 spots. They jumped back to the number 7, which would be 9 jumps. So I did it a little bit differently than the book is telling me I should have or you should have. It's jumping back to the number 7. I'm jumping back to the number, I'm jumping back 7 spaces. So I'm jumping back 7 spaces. What they're doing is they're saying 16 minus blank equals 7. So they're stopping on 7. I hope that makes sense. Okay, next one is number 3. And number 3 says 9 large books and 7 small books are on the shelf. How many books in all? In all means we are adding. So we're going to jump. Actually, you know what? Let's make 10 out of this. So if I'm going to break this down, I would break it down into 1 and 6 because I know I need this 1 to make 10. So 9 plus 1 is 10. Drop down the 6. 10 plus 6 is 16. 9 plus 7 is 16. There are 16 books in all. Okay, this is throwing it back to a different strategy. I want to show lots and lots of different strategies because Some may work for some and some may not work for others. So it's good for you to keep seeing these strategies. All right, number 4 says 12 eggs are in a carton. 4 are brown. The rest are white. How many are white? So if we hear the rest, that is a word clue that we're subtracting. Rest is difference, finding what's left. So 12 minus 4. You can draw, I would start out at 12, jump back 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4, circle where you land, and 8 are white. So you have 8 white eggs. 12 minus 4 is 8. Good job, friends. 2 more days and you got this. And it's a short week, so enjoy.